So welcome everyone to the third space. Whether you're joining us in person or online or afterwards, you're very welcome in this space and in this community, and you belong whether you come once or whether you come and choose to stay. So a very big welcome. So we're going to get into a comfortable position, just as we wriggle and move and nice and symmetrical. And today we're going to be contemplating the word curious and curiosity. So mindfulness is about paying attention moment by moment to whatever we're thinking or feeling. But to pay attention, we can do that in a number of ways. And today we're going to focus on paying attention by being curious. So what does that mean? Well, it means exploring, maybe, or just noticing with a sense of positivity. There's no moral imperative when we're curious. We're just curious. And so we can, with our mind, with our thoughts, we can be curious about what's happening in our bodies, in our soma. We can be curious about what's happening and how our spirit is engaging. We can be curious about what we're feeling in our heart space, in our emotional center. And rather than internally looking with a critical heart or critical mind or critical spirit, we can just be open. So today we're going to practice being mindful with a heart and mind of curiosity. So getting comfortable in our bodies to begin with. And we're going to just scan from the top of our heads down to our toes with this posture, with a curiousness. Curiously looking at what's happening in our bodies. So as we scan through our body, let us see if there's any areas that are calling for our attention because they're not comfortable. And beginning to breathe right down deep in our bellies. Breathing in through the nose, down the throat, all the way down. On the next breath in, we're going to gently lift our shoulders up towards the bottom of our ears. So breathing in, lifting the shoulders, holding. And when we breathe out, we gently release nice and slowly. Breathing in, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. And when we breathe out a little more slowly, longer than when we breathe in. One more time, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears as we breathe in. This time we're going to roll our shoulders and draw our shoulder blades back towards one another. So breathing in. And as we exhale, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other and breathing out. Really allowing the shoulders to drop down. Once again, breathing in, lifting the shoulders up. Breathing out slowly and pulling the shoulder blades back towards one another, really stretching down. And one more time, breathing in, shoulders up. Breathing out, rolling the shoulders back. Taking a deep breath in. And when we exhale, gently turning our chin towards our right shoulder. And whether our eyes are open or closed, gazing over the shoulder. Remembering to stay in the rhythm of breath. Gazing with the eyes over the shoulder. And on the next breath out, gently returning to center to take one deep breath. Taking the deep breath in and gently exhaling, turning our chin towards our left shoulder. Very, very gently. Looking over the shoulder, whether the eyes are open or closed. Just very gently. Remembering our breath. Really drawing the air in all the way. And on the next breath out, gently returning to center. Feeling the flow of air in through the nose, down the back of the throat, and into the belly. On the breath out, we might like to sigh or just breathe out slowly. And one more time, breathing in, breathing out. As we take a breath in, and when we exhale, we gently lift our chin up towards 1 o'clock. Just lifting as high as feels comfortable. No pressure or stress, but just gently gazing with our eyes up towards the ceiling. We might feel some stretching in the back of our eyes as we lift them up. And breathing out and returning to center. On the next breath out, gently and slowly lifting the chin and face up towards 11 o'clock. Gazing upwards towards the ceiling. Feeling the air flow down the throat. Noticing any sensations in the back of the eyes. And on the next breath out, gently returning to center. Now gazing over our bodies with curiosity. Just in our mind's eye, curiously exploring how our body feels. And if there's any area of our body that's asking for attention, just noticing, just pausing in our mind's eye and just being curious about that part of our body. And with the next breath out, just allowing that part of our body to release and just be peaceful. Just noticing any pain. Perhaps noticing any areas of tension. Just being curious about them, not interrogating them, not asking why, but just allowing them to be. As we continue our rhythm of breath, we're going to curiously observe the flow of gravity on our bodies. Just noticing that flow from the top of our heads, that flow of gravity down over our forehead, and just releasing any of the muscles around our eyes, across our cheekbones, and down our jaw. Just noticing gravity flowing down and yielding to that delicious flow, releasing our jaw and our mouth. We might like to allow our mouth to open. Noticing gravity as it flows down the back of our neck. Gravity is flowing over our shoulders now. We just notice curiously whether we're pressing up against the gravity as it flows on our shoulders. And wherever our shoulders are at and our neck, we just release, perhaps with the breath out. Yielding, 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 releasing, noticing gravity's flow over the front of our chest. Noticing that when we breathe in, our chest cavity opens and expands. I'm going to stay here for a moment. We're going to take what is known as a double breath. So we're going to breathe in, stretching the chest open, and then we're going to breathe in a little bit deeper. So breathing in and again, and then breathing out. Breathing in and then a little bit deeper, and then breathing out. One more double breath. Breathing in and a bit deeper. Breathing out slowly. Just going to pause here for a moment, allowing the flow of gravity and sitting in the silence at the bottom of the breath. While we're sitting in this place in the heart space and region of our bodies, we're going to curiously Observe whatever we're feeling at this time. What are the feelings in our heart and around our heart today? Just observing with curiosity, no criticism of what we're feeling, just noticing, noticing. Perhaps as we notice what's going on in our heart space, there might be a mental image that forms in our mind. Just go with it. Noticing without any criticism or judgment. Giving our hearts the freedom to just be and express in this moment. Sitting in that place of stillness. Perhaps in this place of stillness, thoughts are not very still or not very quiet. If that's your experience, just be curious about that. Perhaps allowing the mind, giving the mind permission to release whatever thoughts are bubbling up. Perhaps gently placing them in a basket in front of you as they come up. Just noticing whatever's happening. Curious, not critical. Noticing the flow of thoughts, Noticing the flow of breath. Noticing the flow of gravity. Noticing the flow of feelings. Simply noticing. We begin to allow our conscious thought to bubble up very, very gently and very, very slowly. Noticing our environment, noticing the sounds, noticing our own breath. Noticing when we breathe the sensations in our body, and just noticing with curiosity. We begin to lift our conscious thinking up a little bit more into the forefront of our mind. With the next breath in, we're going to very gently and slowly lift our shoulders up towards our ears, breathing in. As we breathe out, rolling the shoulders back, gently and slowly, and down. Breathing in, raising the shoulders up towards the ears, rolling them back, letting the breath out. Oh, stretching. One more time, breathing in, shoulders up, stretching open the chest. As we breathe in, we then gently turn our chin towards our right shoulder. Very gently. Gazing over the shoulder. Noticing any sensations that might be running down through our core, all the way down into our bellies. Breathing out, we gently move through center all the way across to our left shoulder. Breathing in, noticing any sensations that might be running down the back of our arms, through our elbows to our hands. Gazing over the left shoulder. Taking a deep breath in and gently returning to center. We're going to finish our practice today, taking a breath in and using the palms of our hands to gently cup our chin and cheeks. Being very present in our bodies, present to our breath, to our heart space, to our thinking. On the next breath out, allowing the fingertips to gently run down all the way down our cheeks to our chin, and then back to our heart space. Taking a deep breath in, gently opening our eyes and coming back into the space and the company of others. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.
Thank you.